Hey everyone, Brandon from Brandon's Baseball Cards here. I have got some really cool things that I found as I've been digging through some of my collection. This was actually what I'm going to show tonight. I've been looking for these. These are letters that I'm going to show you from when I used to write to Major League Baseball players through the mail. And I used to write to a lot of players that played in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And sometimes they wrote letters back, or they signed the letter back and thanked me for writing them and things like that. And I was looking through these and I got really nostalgic. And this is actually my second run through for this video for some reason because I had a technical glitch. So I get to relive this memory again for the sake of this video. But some really awesome stuff here. I have a letter from Paul Lepon. I sent him a 1955 Bowman card to sign, and he very graciously signed it, and also sent me back a black and white 4x6 photo of him pitching. And for the life of me, I don't know where that photo is. It is somewhere. My wife and I moved into a house. We bought our first house last year, and I don't know if it's lost somewhere in the move or where it is, but I really hope it's somewhere. But Paul Lepon, in addition to signing my card and sending me a photo, wrote me a nice letter and signed it Paul, you can see there. But I'm going to read this letter. He wrote, "Hi Brandon, I want to wish you the best in life and in collecting. I'm still glad I played in the 50s. So many great players just after the war. And the fans were super to the players. God bless, Paul. P.S. Hope you like the extra photo." Class act and a memory that I will keep forever. I'm going to try to frame some of these because they're so cool, and it's a memory, and it's linked to a specific period in my life. This is 2005, 2006, and he died a few years later, and a lot of these players that wrote to me have since passed, and that makes me feel more of a connection with this stuff. I don't know why that is, but there's quite a few here. They're not all letters. Some are just signed pictures, and for the sake of not doing a 25-minute video, I'll show a few. This is from the relief pitcher Dick Hyde. I asked him to sign in the letter. I said, "Can you sign this card and this letter, please?" I realize that sometimes players will sign. You get an extra autograph if you ask them to sign the letter. And if I only had one card of someone, getting the letter signed was a great additional autograph. And so Dick Hyde signed that. Most of these are not dated, but this is definitely 2005, 2006, somewhere in there. My first year of college was really when I did this. And then, who is this? This is Joe Osgrove. He signed a 55 Bowman card for me. And I asked him to sign the letter, and there is the letter that is signed. Sometimes I didn't ask him to sign the letter. I think I realized I could do that when a few of them started signing it. I was like, oh, maybe I could ask him just to do this every time. And most of the time they would. This is Paul Shaw. I asked him as well to sign. He signed I believe it was a 54 Bowman card for me. 54 Bowman or 58 Tops, something like that. Most of these I remember, but not all of them. They're tucked away, but he signed with best wishes, Paul Shaw. Nice, beautiful, big auto. Make sure these are folded correctly. I'm convinced I really do need to frame some of these, frame my favorites, because you don't see this stuff all the time. And it's such a great memory. I do need to frame these. I wrote to Dick Gray, who played for the Los Angeles Dodgers. "Mr. Gray, could you sign this card for me, please? Thank you very much. Regards, Brandon Stewart." And he wrote, "Thanks for writing, Dick Gray." I've got all kinds of stuff here. I've got index cards that are signed. Bob Kuzava, Brandon, best wishes, Bob Kuzava, Orioles, 54. I've got Mike Urizone, I think is how you pronounce his name, one of the members of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team. I've got a Jim Craig index card signed. I also have a card signed. Mary Lou Retton, another Olympian. To Brandon, best wishes, Mary Lou Retton. So all kinds of stuff in here, but most of the stuff are letters from old baseball players. I wrote to Ray Crone. He played for the San Francisco Giants, and I asked him, can you sign this card for me, please? If possible, can you sign this letter too? This one must have been after I was on to the fact that I could get an extra autograph, and he signed it there. Ray Crone, just nice. Just some cool stuff here. A lot of great memories. That Paul Lepon is one of my favorite items in my collection. And I wrote to Joe Presco. He signed a 52 Topps card for me, if I'm not mistaken. And he also, best wishes, Joe Presco. Nice big autograph. I love it when the autographs are big and bold like that. This one's great. I wrote to Gil Cohn, and this one's actually dated April 9th, 2006. And he wrote back, signed my 54 Bowman card, and he put, done. My correct address is P.O. Box 668, blah, 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 blah. You have my son's address. The book that I had been using for autograph addresses had made a mistake and had his son's address instead of his address. And so I got a 54 Bowman card signed and a letter from Gil Cohn. And he has passed away in the last few years. He had a long life, but he has since passed. But pretty cool. Like, he didn't have to answer, you know, and the fact that it was at his son's house, that's kind of funny. I wrote to Marty Marion, and he was gracious enough to write back, this would be one I would like to hang up. To Brandon, best wishes, Marty Marion. Look at that beautiful autograph. That is bold, just gorgeous. He signed a 53 Bowman color card in addition to that. One of the first ones I wrote to after Bobby Shantz. Bobby Shantz, if you watched my video yesterday, he was the first one I wrote to. Milt Bowling, he dated it too. This is 2/21/06. Thanks for writing me, Milt Bowling. It's hard to read, but I know who that is. I'm trying to not go too slow here, because I know, you know, your time is precious and I don't want it to keep you 25 minutes in my stroll down memory lane. This is Jim Greengrass. He played for the Cincinnati Reds. Mr. Greengrass, could you sign this card for me? He wrote back, he signed a 54 Bowman for me, and he put many happy wishes to you, Brandon, Jim Greengrass, number 23. Pretty awesome. I have a letter signed by Bill Gardner. I wrote to him, and he also signed the letter. I didn't ask him to, but he did anyway, which is very nice. I think this might have actually been the letter that gave me the idea. Oh wait, I could ask them to sign the letter too, you know, to get an extra autograph out of it. This is one of my favorites. I got a letter from Virgil Trucks. I wrote to him. He sent back my 59 Topps card signed, and he sent me this offer to buy his book, and I didn't. I didn't because I was a freshman in college. I didn't really have the money. I wish I would have, but it says, read about the life and times of Virgil Fire Trucks today. And at the bottom, he wrote, hi Brandon, glad to sign your card and enclose this on my book. Good luck in your collection. Sincerely, Virgil Trucks. Just awesome. This would be one that I would like to hang as well. I need to really think about doing this, because this one is not signed, but it's kind of a generic copied letter, but it's from Carl Erskine, trying to get me to buy his book, What I Learned from Jackie Robinson, a teammate's reflections on and off the field. So that's pretty cool. But it's a photocopied letter, but it's still from Carl Erskine, and he is still alive, by the way. I wrote to Jake Crawford. He signed a 55 Bowman card for me, and also wrote, very happy to sign your card, best of luck, Jake. Don Linhart, in addition to signing a 53 Bowman color for me, sent back this photocopied 3 little wallet-sized pictures that are facsimiled. And one of my favorites, I wrote to Buck O'Neill, actually only maybe a month or so before he passed away. And he signed 2 index cards for me. One for me and one for my grandfather, my papa. and he, my grandfather has his in his card room, and I have this one. But I found out, maybe might have been less than a month after he signed this. I was getting ready to go to Disney World. I think it was Disney World. I was going to. I'm originally from Florida. I was going to an amusement park with a friend. I stayed the night over at his house, and I saw scroll across the bottom on ESPN, Buck O'Neil dies at age 94, and I had literally just written to him. So this is a special one, very special, close to my heart. And the last one I'll show you, I wrote to Dick Cole. And in addition to signing, I did this display like this when I was younger. In addition to signing the 54 Bowman card here, he included a business card signed. So that's pretty cool. He says he was a special assignment scout for the San Francisco Giants. So that is what I have for you guys tonight. Thank you for going down this stroll with memory lane with me. Love this stuff. It means a lot to me. Hopefully you get something out of it. It's a great hobby we have here. Let's stay optimistic. Don't get down on this hobby. Keep collecting vintage baseball.